Then the Buffs took to the road to take on Baylor, and it was an old friend, Aaronette Von Lay, that helped the Bears take down CU. It's been pretty much a struggle for the Buffs to have any sort of competitive games on the road this Big 12 play. As you see here against TCU, Haley Van Lith helped the Horned Frogs take down the Buffaloes in Colorado's second straight loss that put them at 1-2 in their first season in the Big 12. But they came home and dominated, first against UCF. Jade Masagayo, nice little layup there. It's been Frida Foreman leading the Buffs in scoring this year. And then against Kansas, Colorado took down another conference foe. Another huge game from Frida Foreman, as she has 13.7 points a game, and it's been the returners, such as Sarah Rose Smith and Kendall Wetta, that have led in rebounds and assists as well. Peggy was in the house. You knew the Buffs had to take down the Jayhawks as they moved to 3-2 in conference play, but this past Wednesday, it wasn't so lucky for the Buffs, as 30 turnovers contributed to a stunning blowout loss to the Mountaineers in their rematch of that aforementioned game. It was their most turnovers in 8 years as a program, and they didn't have any chance after the third quarter. They only scored 2 points. That's all for this segment, recapping the conference slate. They resume action tomorrow in Ohio, and you'll learn more about that game in just a second. So back to you guys.
The women's basketball team is traveling over to Cincinnati tomorrow for a Big 12 matchup. This game has a 4 p.m. MST tip-off. The Buffs sit at 12-5 record on the season, and they are 11-3 in conference play. They come into this game with Cincinnati on a 1-game losing streak. The Bearcats, on the other side, have a 10-5 record this year. They come in 2-3 in Big 12 play.
Break, the skiing Buffaloes took to the slopes to kick off their 2025 season. The Buffs just came off their victorious season, winning the NCAA title back in March. At the start of their season, the Buffs were looking to defend, and that is just what they did. During the 2025 Denver University Invitational Ski Alpine Race at Loveland and Copper Mountain, the Buffs showed that they want to keep their title in Boulder. Now, keep in mind, this is just the Alpine racers and not Nordic skiers. On the first day, CU put up 3 podiums and 11 in the top 21, opening the season to a great start. Philip Walkvist placed first in the RMISA qualifying slalom race. The second day, he went 2 for 2, winning his second slalom race of the season. The Buffaloes still held up their lead by 20 points over Utah and Denver. The third day, the Buffs left Loveland for Copper to compete in the giant slalom for their final day. With frigid temperatures of -10 at the beginning of the day, it's shaped to be a challenge, but the herd doesn't stop for a challenge, faces them head on. They dominated the remainder of that event, winning both races and overall as a team in GS. CU set several RMISA records, including scoring the most Alpine points in a meet under the current scoring system. CU led the meet by more than 40 points than any other team, winning 3 of the 4 races. Notably, Walkvist won the men overall.
Then, the Nordic team has been attempting to keep up with the Alpine team. Recently, they have raced in Alaska and Minturn. Colorado graduate student Will Koch placed 3rd in the UAA Invitational. The Nordic Buffs will have to step up their game after losing Magnus Bowie at the end of the 24 season. Bowie was a pivotal figure during the NCAA championship races.
Our very own SBS reporter Talis Schreiber had a moment to speak with the Alpine head coach Ian Lockhead just after their winning weekend. When asked what he is looking for to keep the NCAA title in Boulder, Lockhead responded, "It's about doing the little things every day. We just try and control the things we can and build every day to get better." This is Lockhead's second season as a Buffs coach. Follow the CU Buff Ski team on our website or social media for more in-depth coverage.
While the Alpine and Nordic Buffs are claiming podiums, Chloe Heher, a member of the free ski team, is currently competing on the Free Ride World Tour as only a rookie. Currently in Bearcats, Spain, competing against the best in the world, and her first competition was this morning. After an incredibly technical run, she placed 4th in women's ski, scoring a 67.67 over 6 points ahead of the rider who placed 5th. As the rookie of the tour, Heher is off to an incredible start with eyes on the podium. The Free Ride World Tour will be posting live videos and replays on their website for the duration of the season. The SBS team wishes Chloe luck with the rest of her tour and will be supporting from Boulder. The CU tennis team is back in action this weekend after the break. Currently, the Buffs are competing in their first official tournament of 2025 after playing exhibitions last week. On Sunday, they host the Denver Pioneers for the first home match of the year.
Track and field is in the middle of their annual Colorado Classic, where schools from across the state and beyond come to compete. The first day of competitions was today, but tomorrow is when the final start for most of the events. Fans should look forward to the mile race tomorrow, where there's a chance for history to be made. 8 different runners will push to run a sub 4-minute mile and break the Colorado record for fastest mile time. You can find out if the record is broken and about other results from Colby White's recap of the meet on our website.
The Colorado men's D1 hockey team kicked off their 2025 season with an East Coast road trip, the backyard for numerous Colorado players. The trip started with a matchup against the Blue Hens of the University of Delaware on January 10th. The game went scoreless until the 4-minute mark in the second period, where the Hens made their presence known at home. Rapolas Markivincius would respond late in the second period for his Buffs. It was a tough fight in the third, but the Hens managed to pull through with less than 30 seconds remaining, winning by a score of 2-1. January 11th saw an electrifying matchup against the Westchester University Golden Rams as the Buffs looked for redemption after their loss the previous night. Cam Piggott set the tone in the first period with the first goal. The second period was split with 1 goal from both the Buffs and Knights. The third period was all Buffs, with captain Drew McConaughey scoring 2 of his team's 3 goals. Despite the high penalty minutes, the Buffs dominated the Knights 6-1.
The Division I men's hockey team traveled over to the East Coast this past weekend for the 2025 Lehigh Winter Classic, where they faced off against teams like the University of Delaware, Westchester University, and Lehigh University. The first day of matchup was against Delaware, and the Yotes took home the 2-1 win over the Buffs. The second day of matchups was against Westchester University, and the Buffs took the 5-1 win over the Rams. The last and final matchup of the day was against Lehigh University, and the Buffs dominated in this as they took the 6-2 win over the Mountain Hawks. The Buffs will return to action this weekend in Tucson, Arizona for a 2-day matchup against the University of Arizona Wildcats.
Our men's D2 hockey team had 4 games since we've updated you last, so let's dive into those. On December 6th, they went into overtime against the University of Wyoming, but ultimately lost 6-5. The next day, on the 7th, they took another loss, this time to the Air Force Academy, with a score of 5-1. After winter break, they came back strong on the 10th, beating their rivals, CSU, 5-1. And their most recent game on the 11th was a tough loss to DU with a score of 7-4.
Now that the semester is in full swing, they have 4 back-to-back games starting tonight. And the best part, all of these games are at home right here on campus at the CU Rec Center. Tonight, they will be playing Michigan State at 8 p.m. Mountain Time. Tomorrow, the 18th, they host Sault College all the way from Ontario, Canada at 7 p.m. On the 19th, they take on the Cincinnati Bearcats at 3 p.m. On the 20th, they go against Loyola Marymount University for a morning game at 11 a.m. Make sure to support your Buffs this weekend.
The CU women's hockey team had a quiet break with their last game played against the Minnesota Golden Gophers on November 22nd and 23rd. The series was tight, with both games going into overtime. Game 1 saw Minnesota's Laramie Prell score the game-winning goal just over 2 minutes into overtime. The Buffs' Jordan Bonk responded in a game with a goal just under 4 minutes remaining in overtime, tying the series.
The women's team will also play at home this weekend as they welcome the Purcell boarding school team all the way from British Columbia, Canada. This is Purcell's second trip to Colorado this season as they played the Denver Pioneers back in November, beating them 7-0 on back-to-back days. The Purcell Hockey Academy is a prep school in Kimberly and are playing their inaugural season of U19 hockey. Despite playing their first season, Purcell has won against other universities and sent 4 players to junior nationals themselves in the IIHF. The Buffs will play a 3-game series against Purcell, playing right now at Friday at 5 p.m., Saturday at 4 p.m., and Sunday at 11 a.m. ScoBuff Sports will unfortunately not be able to stream tonight's game, but you can catch the Saturday and Sunday games right here on our YouTube channel.
The Professional Women's Hockey League seasons is underway, and the Phil made a stop on the takeover. Fans, including a few CU women's hockey players like Mia Fiselli, Amanda Wallace, and Brianna Arena, attended the game. Denver was able to record a high U.S. attendance with a total of 14,018 fans in attendance for the Montreal Victories facing off the Minnesota Frost. Colorado Avalanche's defenseman, Cale Makar, was in attendance for the game as well. The Phil will continue their takeover tour in Denver, and their fans are hoping Colorado can be a contender for an expansion team. The league says it can add teams as early as next season.
Hey Buffs, happy Friday. Welcome back. I hope everyone had a relaxing break and is ready to kick off the new semester with some Buff sports. Just minutes ago, the tennis squad began their first official match of the season at Air Force. Historically, the Buffs have dominated the Falcons, winning 22 of the 25 all-time meetings. Colorado will then travel back to Boulder for its home opener against Denver University at 2 p.m. The Colorado Classic started this morning, where our track athletes will compete in 16 different events throughout today and Saturday. This meet is the first of 3 hosted by Colorado this season. Colorado's Nordic ski team is the reigning national champions and looks to add another this season. The team is traveling to Midway, Utah to compete in the Utah Invitational on Saturday and Sunday. The men's basketball squad has gotten off to a rough start and is currently the only team in the Big 12 without a conference win. The Buffs take on the Oklahoma State Cowboys in Oklahoma on Saturday at 1 p.m., airing on ESPN+. This game is a great opportunity for the Buffs to claim their first Big 12 win, considering the Cowboys only have 1 conference win. Colorado travels back home to face Brigham Young University at 9 p.m. on Tuesday, airing on ESPNU. In the 23 matchups between these teams, Colorado has never lost at home, winning all 12 meetings in Boulder dating back to 1902. The Buffs women's Hoopers take on the Cincinnati Bearcats in Ohio on Saturday at 4 p.m., airing on ESPN+. This game will be the second all-time meeting between these two schools. Colorado won the inaugural matchup last year by a score of 77-60. That's all I have for you today. I'm Matt Spivak with this week's Rapid Fire.
Thank you, Matt. It is now time to reveal the answer to the trivia question of the week. We asked what was the worst start to conference play in Tad Boyle's 15-year tenure. May I get a drum roll, please? The answer is 0-7, which came during the 2016-2017 season with the Derek White-led Buffs. The good news is that Colorado went 8-3 following the abysmal start, finishing 7th in the Pac-12. Sure, it was not the Pac-12 and not the Big 12, but it doesn't hurt to be optimistic.
Our first tweet of the week this semester comes from the Utah Jazz, where 2 former Buffaloes linked up following a game between the Utah Jazz and the Charlotte Hornets on Wednesday. Cody Williams and KJ Simpson met again as 2 of the 3 CU men's hoopers from last season currently playing their rookie NBA seasons. Williams has shown flashes, but hasn't had the first year he may have envisioned after being picked 10th in last year's draft. Currently averaging just 4 points and 2 rebounds a game with the Jazz. Simpson, meanwhile, started the season in the G League before grinding his way to occasional minutes with the Hornets in recent weeks. This February, both former teammates will get a chance to visit the third Buffs rookie, Tristan Da Silva, with the Orlando Magic. Thank you so much for your time, Buff Nation, and make sure to stay warm this weekend.
Have a great rest of your night, and thanks for tuning in. We will see you next week.
Thank you.
Hello, sports fans. Welcome to the first live show of 2025. I'm Balin Weisup.
And I'm Logan Benson.
We have a lot to cover, so buckle up and get ready for the ride.
Over the break, the Colorado Buffaloes made history with their second ever Heisman Trophy going to two-way superstar Travis Hunter. Hunter joined Boise State's Ashton Genie, Miami's Cam Ward, and Oregon's Dylan Gabriel in New York for the ceremony.
Where's the earbud?
Welcome back to the CU Rec Center. It is day 3 of the BMHC tournament. I'm joined once again by Zach Giesenslaw. Sorry about the technical delay earlier. My computer got overloaded. My computer got a little overloaded by the amount of stuff running on my computer, but hopefully everyone was able to migrate here to the new stream. But you didn't miss anything. It was just intermission. It is 3-2. Actually, the computer picked the right time. It picked the perfect time to crash. Anyway, so we find ourselves with a 3-2 game. Cincinnati has been amazing with the playmaking. They just weren't able to finish, but now they have. So what do you make of any of that, Zach, as we take over broadcasting?
You know, I'm thinking as we head into this third and final period, Cincinnati's had the energy the whole time, just unable to finish that final step. So, you know, here's hoping for them that maybe they can finally put all the pieces together. Not sure what they might have heard in the locker room, but who knows? Maybe they got that final piece. Colorado just needs to do their best to hold out, and we'll just have to see where things go.
A reminder that there is a power play right now from the penalty earlier. That was Grayson Bragg. Got the trip in. So Colorado will be at the advantage.
As we get started here, we got the puck on the Cincinnati side of the ice. Colorado holding possession for the time being. Shot right into the mitt. Cincinnati's goalie there. Very good catch right off the bat there for him.
As Helen back by Kidding plays, that's the Tavon Austin song.
Quite a playlist they've had going on here the last few hours.
I agree.
Holding off here for a second as they get ready to do that next drop. And there's a drop, and here we go. Colorado takes possession right off the bat. Still on the Cincinnati side of the ice. Colorado making some passes amongst themselves, looking for a clean pocket to make a shot on. Cincinnati is still not able to pry the puck from them just yet. Slamming up against the wall to fight for it there. A lot of jabbing with a 6 trying to get the puck. Cincinnati doing their best to grab it to no avail yet. Colorado's still holding on to possession, trying to throw it back at the goal again. And keeping the puck on the Cincinnati side of the ice here past the blue line. This puck slides behind the Cincinnati net. Colorado's still going to hold on to that puck so far. It's the all conglomerate up there in the corner to jab and fight for that puck there. A little hard to see from where I'm sitting. Colorado takes back the puck. Bearcats still fighting for it. This puck slides back behind the net. Colorado grabs it again. Brings the puck a little bit further out. Looking to reevaluate their options, see what they can do. Makes another pass. As they swing along the wall there. Still fighting for possession. Still got him pinned up against the wall there. Got the puck back out. Colorado's still holding on for really the last minute or so. Puck slides back out towards center ice. Looks like Colorado's still got a handle on it though as they bring it back towards the Bearcat side of the ice. Puck swings back around behind the net, and now they're going to stop him there for just a second.
Still been an interesting battle with the icings right now. Because now it's Colorado's second, third icing of the period, and they had a ton in the second. Just kind of hurting themselves here, trying to defend that lead when they have these gas skaters out there.
Yeah, not exactly the kind of tactic you want to be employing here, but they still have the lead, so we'll just have to see what they do next. Puck staying on the Buffalo side of the ice for a second here, slides behind the net. Colorado looking to take back possession as they bring it towards center ice, back towards the Cincinnati side. Coming in swinging hard right up into the wall there. Puck swings around behind the net, do their best to grab it again. Pinned up against the wall again as they all fight for that possession. Colorado holds on to it. Puck sliding back around towards the corner again. Bearcats still putting up quite a fight for that puck. Puck is in the air down towards center ice. Cincinnati taking the puck right there. Shot right into the mitt of Caleb Allen.
Talk about an effective shift right there. That was Cedric Cohen's and his first game tonight.
Definitely.
Beat out that ice in. He beat out that ice in and just poured it on a net so he can get that ozone draw. Exactly what we need to do.
So get ready for the drop here on the Buffalo side of the ice. Cincinnati takes possession. Puck gets pretty close to the net. No hard shots there. Caleb Allen picks it up. And they're going to get ready to do another drop right here. Same spot as last time for the drop. Here we go. Cincinnati's still going to take that possession. So they swing around that corner there, looking for a good option to go ahead and put anything in there in the net. Backed up against the wall there as they all fight for it. Puck escapes, goes right into the corner. Cincinnati's going to do the rest to pick it back up. Cincinnati's still holding on, but Colorado's swinging it, grabbing the puck wherever they can. Cincinnati was unable to really hold on to it, definitely there. They're going to bring it to a stop as a few people jump the wall and we make some swaps on the bench.
Yeah, the puck kind of caromed around the bench on the wall right there. They're going to call that out of bounds, so that'll be an ozone draw.
Yep. And there goes the drop. Still pinned against the wall as they all jockey for that possession. As the puck slides toward the net. And they're going to bring him to a stop there again. Yet again, going to do a drop right from the same spot there. It looks like Colorado's going to do their best to take that possession, throw the puck down to the Bearcat side of the ice. Colorado's still doing their best to hold on. Cincinnati picks it back up as they start to bring it towards center ice, back towards the Colorado side. They're going to bring it into the corner there, going to slide around behind the net. But Colorado's going to take possession of the puck back as they start to bring it back towards center ice in the Cincinnati side. Cincinnati doing their best to grab it again. Colorado grabs it, swinging in towards the net. Colorado's going to hold on to possession there at center ice. Try and push it back towards right off of Cincinnati skates there, excuse me. Going to bring it back to the Cincinnati side of the ice. Cincinnati's going to do their best to grab it. Colorado grabbing it back again, bringing it back towards Cincinnati net. Good chance for a shot right here. And a goal for the Colorado Buffaloes, bringing us to a 4-2 game, just under 5 minutes into the period, 15:03 on the clock. Bringing us to 4-2 with their Colorado Buffaloes in the lead.
It's a textbook play right there. As you're a forward like that, you just pile it on, hope you get the rebound. He tracked that puck and stayed on it. And just anyone after that point can just tap it in. It's a 4-2 game.
Definitely right by the books, and you know what we saw there was they had the people there to make that play happen. They were able to follow through, and like we were identifying earlier, despite Cincinnati's best efforts, they just haven't had the person there to totally follow through in the very end. So now we have 4-2 with 15 minutes to play left. Cincinnati's going to have to up their game if they want to stay in here, and they're now down by 2 goals. Anyways, the puck's going to hang around at center ice as Cincinnati takes possession. Cincinnati bringing it back towards the Colorado net. Making some passes amongst themselves as they bring the puck back towards the end of the net. Colorado's going to do their best to pick it up again, but it's going to slide through them as they pick it back up again. Cincinnati picks it up at center ice, swings the puck back into the corner, starts swinging behind the Colorado net. We're going to see the puck's going to hang around in that corner area behind the net. Cincinnati doing their best to hold on to possession there. Just swing into the open, grab a little bit more control. Shot right there on Caleb Allen, still no avail as the puck swings back behind the net again. They bring it back towards the corner. Puck swinging back into the corner again. Opposite corner where Cincinnati's going to pick it up. Another stop there as they bring the game to a halt, ready for the next drop.
That was Aiden Johnson picking up that goal, his 7th of the game. Of the game, wow. Of the year. That was Alex Buck and Connor Smithberger. How about them? Point machine. That is his 16th assist on the year, if you can believe it.
That drop's not going to last long at all. They're going to stop him right there again, get ready to do another. And there goes the drop. People on the ground already. This puck slides behind the net. Starts sliding toward the Bearcats side of the ice. Cincinnati's going to pick it back up. Colorado's going to pick it back up after that.
What a happenstance there. I know the camera wasn't on that. I don't know if you're looking down there, Zach. That was Dranch at number 16. It was Jordan Winrod and Dranch colliding with each other, and they just happened to slide into the net and took it off the post, so we're going to get another neutral zone draw.
Yeah, I only watched the aftermath of that one. My eyes were on the puck at the moment. Sorry to say that I missed it.
They just kind of hugged each other and then took each other into the post.
All right, they're going to do that drop at central ice. Puck's going to swing back towards the Cincinnati side. The Bearcats are going to do their best to take back the possession. Doing their best to move it back to the Colorado side of the ice, but still in their own side so far.
Oh! Jacob Kempa just got sent to the bench. I hope we got that on camera.
A lot of energy falling that here. Puck still hanging around center ice. Oh, Colorado moves in. Don't quite get to make a shot, but there's all kinds of energy here right now. Both teams got psyched by that. Puck swings back towards center ice where Cincinnati picks it up, brings it into the Colorado side of the ice. Colorado picks the possession back up as they try to put it back towards the other side. And they're going to bring him to a stop right there.
Now I really want to know if we got that on camera. That was Jacob Kempa, excuse me. Got rocked into that bench.
Sure did. And now they're going to get ready to do another drop here on the Colorado side.
Oh, you better believe it. That is on camera. That is beautiful.
Puck slides back down to the Cincinnati side. Cincinnati doing their best to take back possession. Colorado doing their best as well, right off of Cincinnati goal. His knee pads there. And a lot of people hitting the ground at the moment. Cincinnati takes the puck back. Bring it towards center ice. Well, they're going to bring him to a stop again. Got a couple people on the ground. A really aggressive 30 seconds or so there of play.
That's dangerous too. But it's been a physical game today. These two not afraid to hate each other. Thankfully, the trainer's not needed.
Yeah, physical was right. We've already seen. We came close to having a little bit of a brawl 2 times. Neither times did it go exactly super far, but these guys aren't afraid to get physical today, that's for sure.
Well, I hate in particular when that glove comes off and someone's on the ice. You know, I remember, I don't know, I remember just seeing times where skate blades are sharp, you know, and you got that bare hand out there. That's a good way to lose a finger or a hand.
Yeah, I mean, it's an inherently dangerous game. What can you say? Like you said, a lot of sharp objects moving really fast.
Yeah, you lose that glove, you just got to get right back up. No telling who's coming for you, who's behind you. Last thing you need is a slashed hand or even worse.
Absolutely. Nobody here wants to see that today, you know. Everybody stayed pretty safe seemingly today. Nothing major. Save for Cincinnati's captain taking a hard fall earlier. But he seems to be back in the game and doing pretty good for himself so far. So he chats it up here with refs.
Looks like play will resume here. Who better take that draw? That's Alex Androv. It's been perfect on these draws. As I just jinxed him.
After that drop at center ice, Cincinnati's going to do their best to hold on to possession on the Colorado side. Puck's going to go back towards the center. They're going to fight for it, get pretty close, get pretty physical. So puck slides back around behind the net on the Bearcat side now. Still showing a lot of physicality, a lot of people hitting the wall, a lot of people hitting each other as they bring them to another stop there.
Yeah, this period's
12
been a
minutes
crawl.
exactly on the clock right now.
This period's just been a crawl. You know, there's been a lot of stoppages for one reason or another. A lot of icings.
Here we go, they're getting ready for a drop on the Bearcat side. Puck in the air following that drop. Cincinnati doing their best to take possession back, bringing it down towards center ice as they proceed towards the Colorado side. Puck swinging behind the net as they fight for it and hit the wall up there. Looks like coming out. Still no clear person having possession. Looks like Cincinnati's going to take it there. Doing their best to keep it in there on that side. Everything's still hinging against this wall here, just right where I have my blind spot, unfortunately. But Cincinnati's holding onto the puck on their side of the ice, looking to send it back over. Cincinnati making a drive down the Colorado side of the ice. Hitting the wall again, puck behind the net. A lot of fighting for that puck there. Colorado's going to do their best to take it back. As they bring it down towards center ice, they're going to start a drive going the other way. Shot deflected right there by Cincinnati, and they're going to bring them to another stop right there.
Yeah, Punter, there really is a blind spot, perfectly where the goalkeeper is for CU, where Caleb Allen's standing. And I have the benefit, I can just look at the stream. It's a little harder for you.
Following that drop, puck's going to swing behind the net. It's Colorado does their best to hold on to possession. A lot of movement around there, right in that corner. A lot of people up against each other. This puck starts to head down towards center ice on the Colorado side. Cincinnati doing their best to send it down. Senior player is going to lose a stick on the ground there as it gets kicked around and he tries to pick it up again. Puck's going back down towards Cincinnati's side. Colorado does their best to pick it off, but Cincinnati is quick to grab it right back. Puck swings right all the way down towards the Cincinnati goal. It's seemingly another possible quarrel right there against the walls.
Yeah, Connor
This one's not going to
Smithberger.
go anywhere either, but not the first time it's happened.
That was Connor Smithberger that came in hot. He just got ambushed by 2 different Bearcats. Smithberger already has 3 points today. He had the secondary assist on the Jenin goal, the Alexandrov goal, and the Aiden Johnson goal. And if you remember, that was Polacek that shot that Jenin goal. It was Jenin that got the tip, so he'll get the goal credit.
Yeah, 100% doing pretty well for himself today. Following that next drops. Puck is still on the Cincinnati side of the ice as Cincinnati does their best to send it down. Colorado brings it back. Cincinnati picks it back up again. This puck swings back down towards the Colorado side of the ice. Almost goes beyond the Colorado goal. Gonna bring him to a stop there again.
This game's gonna never end, partner.
I know, not a lot of consistent play. Been a minute since we've had some prolonged play there. Not since the beginning of the period we've really seen that.
Well, just in comparison, the 12:20 mark, we're currently at the 9:56 mark. The 12:20 mark was 6 minutes ago. That's double the amount of time to wind down that clock.
Yeah, absolutely. They're definitely dragging this last period out a little bit, but both teams are still giving it their best. Cincinnati brings it back down towards the Colorado side. Good save by Caleb Allen again. With another shot on goal for Cincinnati. Nick, how many shots on goal are we at for Cincinnati and Colorado at the moment?
I was just about to point that out. It is 29-18.
Man, Cincinnati really leading with more than 10 more shots on goal than Colorado. It's still trailing 2 goals, unfortunately.
Well, Colorado's also playing very conservative. You can see how quickly they start playing back. If they even think that the puck's maybe going to get picked, they'll immediately start heading back to defend that goal. So they're playing pretty far back. They're not really looking for another goal, but you can see the only time they really get that ozone pressure is when they get a lucky or a good interception. No such thing as lucky hockey.
Indeed. Colorado's still doing their best to hold on to the puck as you see a couple people slam right into the glass in front of us here. Puck's going to hang behind the Cincinnati net. A lot of physicality behind the net there as both teams try to take possession. Puck swings right towards the Cincinnati net. Stopped. Puck's still going to hang there in the corner as it heads behind the Cincinnati net again. Colorado taking back possession, making a couple passes amongst themselves. Fairly exposed goal at the moment if they can make this happen. Colorado still holding on to possession on the Cincinnati side. Working their way up, looking for a window to make a pass, make a play, And it looks like Colorado has pulled another goal out there, bringing us to a 5-2 game with just under 8 minutes, 30 seconds left.
Not to say on that one, that was just a breakdown from the Cincinnati defense.
Yeah. That's a lot of energy on the Colorado side here. Cincinnati looking a little bit more defeated, 5-2 with 8.5 minutes to go. Gonna really need to start stepping up the game here if they want to win, much less at least make the score look a little bit better for them. But they've really shown the physicality today. Still a little less than half a period left. Let's see what they've still got up their sleeve so far. As we get ready for a puck drop at center ice here. Right off the bat, Cincinnati's going to do their best to take possession. This puck slides down to the Buffalo side of the ice. Buffalo's doing their best to take that possession back as they try to bring the puck down towards Cincinnati side. Cincinnati picking off the puck again, bringing it back towards Colorado side. They're going to bring him to another stop right there. Just over 8 minutes to go.
So official, that was Zane Polacek. That is his very first goal of the year. Got to feel great for him, right? And that was all him too. That was just a really good read there. He got that pass from Nick DePonio. He'll get the primary assist and the only assist.
Absolutely, definitely lots of things to be commended for there. As they get ready to do a drop on the Bearcat side of the ice. A couple people hitting the ground. Puck's going to slide back behind the net again. Cincinnati does their best to hold possession, start pushing it down towards the other side of the ice. Puck remains on the Cincinnati side. The puck hitting the air, it's going to hit the ground on the Colorado side, where Colorado's going to take possession back. Colorado's going to start driving down towards their side of the ice again. Almost make a shot, but nothing yet.
Foot on the gas right now for Colorado. They want another one. You see how quickly they're getting to that puck. They're not trying to play keep away. They want another goal. Maybe spreading the love a little bit as you got Polacek in his first goal. Maybe someone else can get theirs.
By following the drop. Puck taken from Colorado. Cincinnati has a clear shot right here. Blocked by Caleb Allen. Lots of energy on Colorado following that. Clear shot right there, and he just wasn't quite able to sink it. Puck's still going to come back to the Colorado side of the ice, where Colorado's going to pick up the possession again. They're going to start sending the puck back to the Cincinnati side of the ice. So puck's going to slide behind the net there. Got some gloves on the ground as they continue to fight for that puck there. Looks like Colorado's still fighting for it. Not able to get a solid grip on the puck yet. And that puck's going to hang around center ice. Colorado's still doing their best to hold on, but puck's still kind of all over the place at the moment, where Cincinnati's going to take it back. Send the puck flying down to the Buffalo side of the ice. Ooh, nice hard hit there against the wall. Puck is going to slide against, back behind the goal again. Sliding all the way back down to the Cincinnati side. They're going to bring him to another stop there.
What a breakaway that was. Great heads up there to get that poke. Unfortunately, couldn't capitalize. I mean, like we've been saying, they've been getting really good looks, good passing, good stick awareness. They just can't get one in the net.
Yeah, just a little unlucky, it feels like. Maybe not quite on their A game today, but still showing the energy nonetheless. Following that drop, no clear possession on the puck yet. Going to take a hard hit against the wall where Colorado tries to pick up the puck again. Cincinnati grabs it, tries to put it back down towards Colorado's side. Puck starts drifting towards center ice. Cincinnati is going to pick it back up and start bringing it back towards Colorado.